Emma Parker never believed that one simple text message could change a person's life. At 26 years old, she worked as a graphic designer in London. She lived alone in a small apartment, loved drinking coffee on rainy mornings, and spent most evenings watching movies or reading novels. Although many of her friends were getting married, Emma had almost given up on finding true love. She had been disappointed too many times. She told herself that if love ever came, it would come naturally. She stopped searching for it. One Tuesday evening, after finishing work, Emma received a text message from an unknown number. It simply said, "I'm outside. Don't forget your blue umbrella." Emma looked at the message with confusion. She did not know anyone who would send it. She replied, "I think you have the wrong person." A minute later, another message appeared. "I'm so sorry. Wrong number." Emma smiled and thought that was the end of it. But before putting down her phone, she noticed one final message. "Since I already interrupted your evening, I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow." Emma laughed softly. "Thank you." "You too," she replied. The conversation ended there. The next afternoon, another message arrived. "I promise this isn't another mistake. I just wanted to ask if your day is going better than yesterday." Emma hesitated before answering. She knew she probably should ignore it. Instead, she replied, "It's actually much better. Thanks." The stranger introduced himself as Noah Carter. He explained that he was an architect who had accidentally typed the wrong number while trying to message his sister. They chatted for only a few minutes before saying goodbye. Over the following weeks, they exchanged short messages almost every day. They talked about favorite books, music, travel dreams, funny childhood memories, and the little things that made them smile. Neither of them expected anything serious. They simply enjoyed talking to someone who listened without judging. Emma realized she looked forward to Noah's messages every morning. Noah admitted that reading Emma's replies had become the best part of his day. One evening, Noah wrote, "Do you think it's strange that we've never met?" Emma smiled at her phone before replying. "A little," Noah answered. "Would you like to change that?" Emma's heart beat faster. After thinking for several minutes, she agreed. They decided to meet the following Saturday at a small cafe beside the River Thames. Emma arrived early. She chose a table near the window and nervously checked her phone every few minutes. At exactly 3 o'clock, a tall young man walked into the cafe holding a blue umbrella. He looked around until their eyes met. Both smiled at the same time. Noah walked over and laughed. "I almost brought the umbrella by accident." Emma laughed too. Maybe it was always meant for me. Their first meeting felt surprisingly comfortable. There were no awkward silences. It felt as though they had known each other for years. They talked for hours, walked beside the river, and watched the city lights appear as evening arrived. Before saying goodbye, Noah asked, "Can I see you again?" Emma smiled. "I'd like that." From then on, they spent more and more time together. They explored museums, visited small cafes, took weekend trips, and cooked dinner together. Noah admired Emma's creativity and kindness. Emma admired Noah's honesty and calm nature. For the first time in years, she allowed herself to believe in love again. 6 months later, Noah introduced Emma to his family. His parents welcomed her warmly, and his younger sister laughed when she heard how they had met. "I guess my wrong text message was the best mistake I've ever caused," she joked. Emma felt happy. Everything seemed perfect. Then life became complicated. Noah received an offer to manage a major architectural project in Singapore. The opportunity could change his career, but it required moving abroad for at least 2 years. He did not know what to do. One evening, they sat together beside the Thames, watching boats pass quietly across the water. Noah looked worried. "I don't want to lose this," he admitted. Emma held his hand. Neither do I. They discussed every possibility. Long-distance relationships were difficult. Both had demanding careers. Friends warned them it would never work. Some suggested ending the relationship before someone got hurt. But neither Emma nor Noah wanted to give up so easily. Finally, Noah accepted the position. They promised to stay together and make the distance work. The first few months were difficult. Because of the time difference, phone calls happened late at night or early in the morning. Sometimes they missed each other completely. Work became stressful for both of them. There were days when they exchanged only a few messages. Misunderstandings slowly appeared. One evening, Noah forgot an important video call because of an unexpected meeting. Emma waited for nearly an hour. She felt hurt and disappointed. Later, Noah apologized sincerely, but Emma remained quiet. For the first time, they wondered whether love alone could overcome distance. A few weeks later, Emma received exciting news. Her company had chosen her for an international design conference in Singapore. She decided not to tell Noah. She wanted to surprise him. After a long flight, Emma arrived in Singapore, carrying only one suitcase and a small gift she had bought in London. She waited outside Noah's office building. When he walked outside that evening, he froze in surprise. "Emma," he whispered. She smiled. "I thought I'd send the right message this time." Noah laughed and pulled her into a long hug. People walked around them, but neither of them cared. During the next week, they spent every free moment together. They talked honestly about their fears, their mistakes, and everything they had been keeping inside. They realized that distance had never been their real problem. The real problem was forgetting to communicate openly. Before Emma returned to London, Noah made another decision. He resigned from the project 6 months earlier than planned and accepted a position back in England. "Careers matter," he told Emma, "but building a life with you matters more." Several months later, Noah returned home. They rented a small apartment together near the same cafe where they had first met. One rainy afternoon, Noah invited Emma for coffee. As they sat by the window, he reached into his pocket and placed a small ring beside her cup. Emma looked at him with tears in her eyes. Noah smiled nervously. "One wrong number brought us together. I don't want to spend another day without you. Will you marry me?" Emma laughed through her tears and nodded. "Yes." The people in the cafe applauded quietly. Years later, whenever friends asked how they met, Noah always smiled and said, "I texted the wrong person." Emma would laugh and add, "No, you texted exactly the right person." Their story reminded everyone that life sometimes changes in the most unexpected ways. A simple mistake can become the beginning of something beautiful. Sometimes love does not arrive through perfect planning. Sometimes it begins with a message that was never meant for you at all.